You're about to lose me. Just like that, just like that. Just like that, just like that. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. This is weird. Yeah. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So we're going to be doing a past life tea party. If if you would like to purchase an expedite, if you would like a scan, a reading, energy work, you go to emmyevolving.com/shop/past life party. Okay. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna make me act a fool up in here. You know, I listen to that when I work out. I'm like, yeah, heavier, more plates. Ooh, a little too many. Ooh. All right. So we're doing expedites, right? Let me just a little bit more. Hey, Paula. Oh, how do we do this? Oh, we pick a number. Number wars. Pick a number. Oh, hey. Yeah, you see where the iPad is? I think I charged it. Anyways. You need help?
No.
Are you sure? Because I can help you.
I kind of know what I'm doing.
Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want. You know I got it. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. Honey, can you choppity chop?
I don't know how to put anything on there.
Can you just hand it to me so I can clear it out for you? You can't shake it like an etch a sketch. Look what he did. And then he's like, you can't do that.
If you shake it on the,
No, that's not how it works.
Undo.
Okay. You go to the layer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You go to the layer.
Yeah.
You touch it.
Yeah.
And then you press clear.
I knew that. Man.
This mofo is shaking it like an etch a sketch. We not in the 80s, baby boo. Anyways, guys, pick a number from 1 to 100. The first comment that we see that matches the number that he wrote on his etch a sketch, you will win something from me. He makes me so hot. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want. You know I got it. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. Stop. As long as you want, you know I got it. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum. Deb Lashbrook. Debbie, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. You know what I want. You know I got it. Debbie, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. Here you go, honey. Give you back your etch a sketch. All right. Shall I ask your higher self what it wants? Or do you want a reading? You want what you want, girl? I'll let you pick what you want. Let me know, girl. Let me know. Let you go now. Okay. I've eaten a lot of food today, so I'm extra full of energy, caloric energy. Okay. That's going to fall. You're going to take out my lights. Can you just hold it until it's time? I think, can I have my other light back, please? Or did you see all the swords that I finished? The swords and the thing? One of them is ready to ship. Hi. Okay. I'm not feeling this lighting setup. I'm sorry. I'll ask her right now. Let me just. Lighting's important. Okay, I'm asking her right now. Ooh, oh, well, hot diggity dang. Honey, can you get my fanny pack and my thing? Because I think that has the headphones that I stole from you, fair and square.
No, you don't have those.
I don't. I gave it back to you. God damn it. Who did I give it to? Can you get my earbuds then? Let's just fucking radiate my head. I hate Bluetooth. I'm going to tell you guys that right now. I hate Bluetooth. I can feel the frequency penetrating my cranial space. It's like a frequency wet willy, but not so wet. It's a dry willy. Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop. I'll be quiet. I will be quiet until my head earbuds come in. I'll stop. La la la. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. When Emmy stopped. When Emmy stopped. When Emmy stopped. All her bullshit. La 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 la. I'm gonna work on you. No, I selected my AirPods. Stop playing. Stop playing. Okay. Oh. Okay. I got the song. Ooh. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. Okay. So I'm told to do energetic work on you to correct some of the things that are going on. Is that okay with you, Deb? Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I'm full of food right now. This is what happens when you feed me. I use the calories. Okay. Flushing your template. All right. How do you feel, Deb? Mm, 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 mm. Good. Any discomfort anywhere? Okay. So, really quick, what I'm going to be doing, if you want to be a part of this, put hashtag okay. All right. So, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go ahead and put a shield on the ears and the third eye of everyone who wants to participate. If not, that's perfectly fine. The reason I'm doing this, offering this, um, I'm going to flood the field with frequency that's going to be very piercing to the third eye, the ears, and create tremendous pressure, sensation of pressure in the cranial space, because I don't take well to people trying to attack me in groups or solo while I'm live streaming. So, hashtag okay. We'll include you into it, okay? Ooh, Lord, have mercy. Why keep flossing like I do? Why keep. Okay, here it comes. How do you guys feel? Last night, all I think about is you. Good. To the 4 people who were trying, you're marked. Heat waves, swimming in a mirror, road shimmer, wiggling in the vision. Times all I think about is you. Late nights in the middle of June. down. Heat waves been faking me out. Okay, so let's carry on. Do you want to do? Do you want to do one more? Yes. Just show me the number, baby boo. Okay, perfect. All right, guys. Pick a number from 1 to 100. The first comment we see that matches the number that he wrote, you'll win something from me. Excuse me. You know that I'm never gonna lose. Road shimmer wiggling the vision. I love that song. Ooh. I should pay attention. I should pay attention. I never seen a diamond in the flesh. I cut my teeth on wedding rings in the movies, and I'm not proud of my address. In a torn up town, no postcode envy. You guys will get it. Come on, come on. Keep it coming, keep it coming. Do, 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 do. You guys are close. Bum, 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 bum. I was good on my own. That's the way it was. It's the way it was.
Oh, God.
I haven't seen it. Complaining for it. Feeling jaded up. But baby B, you guys, come on. You can do it. You can do it. I was a savage. I was in your carriage. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Me. Lexi, you won at 61. Okay. Congratulations. Oh, where did Lexi's comment? Oh, because I put it on the screen. Lexi. All right. All right. This is a better one. Let's see what your higher self wants, okay? Oh. I said certified free 7 days a week. Okay. Let me not. Okay. Let's ask your higher self. Mm. Has your back been hurting? Your low back? Mm, 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 mm. There's some type of misalignment, dehydration, and it's almost like um muscle imbalance going on in the very low back. It's actually not your low back. It's your hip flexor muscles, your adductors and abductors. Um it's primarily the piriformis. Let me look really quick. Raindrops. It is your gemellus superior along with your piriformis. Those are muscles that attach to your sacrum, and then it goes to the head of your femur. I show you, and then it will aggravate some. Let me see. Raindrops. Here we go. This. So the piriformis, this is the head of your femur. And then we have the gemellus superior, these two. And in between those, it goes like right through, is your sciatic nerve. So it will cause sciatica. What you need to work on these two muscles right here, and then your your TFL. So, and then that becomes your um, iliotibial band, the band that's very tight on you. This, no, that's hamstring. Uh, oh, maybe it's meta here. No, no, you need to work on these two. Oh God, what happened there? The psoas major and the iliacus. It's affecting, and it's on the other side. So your piriformis, that's tight. It's causing some compression on the sciatic nerve on one side. It's because these two on the other side is you have a pelvic tilt. So that needs to be corrected. What would be a good exercise for you to do at home? You know what you could do? You could you could go and go on social media, because there's all these like Fitspo people. They love to do videos of exercises and whatnot, and you just look up stabilize hips, look up uh, glute exercises, hip flexor exercises. You can do a lot with a kettlebell. Excuse me. It has to do with a lot of hinging. But you got to be careful with the low back. You got to do a lot of, before you strengthen these muscles, you got to do a lot of stretches. The first one is to, maybe I could find the exercise specifically. This one was a huge um it's where let's see. There's a specific exercise or stretch that really, really, this one, this, I found it. this, this right here. It's like you're sitting down. Where? Okay, here. This girl's a 10. You'll hate me because I'm beautiful. This one right here is like you're doing a figure four with your legs and you're pulling the other leg towards your chest. It will stretch all this area right here. And then, of course, you switch it to the other side. Another thing that you can do with laying on your back, you would do this type of stretch. You very, very slowly, um, your back has to be completely flat. These are your legs, right? You very slowly, side to side, and that movement will create some mild twisting. You got to be very careful. Mild twisting of your spinal column, your vertebral column, and that will cause the synovial fluid to, kind of be pushed in, pushed out, pushed in, and that will really help. It will help with inflammation. Another thing you can do that will also very much help is fresh ginger poultice. Um, the fresh ginger poultice on the spot. What you're going to do, you're going to go ahead and either thinly slice or grate some ginger, at least the size of a thumb, and you're going to heat it in a small saucepan with the highest proof alcohol that you can get. It doesn't have to be expensive. It could be vodka, whatever's cheap, and do like a fourth to a half cup of alcohol with the ginger. Let it boil for maybe 2-3 minutes, no more than 5 minutes. And then you leave it covered for another 5 minutes, take it off the stove. And that will help to infuse the alcohol with the bioavailable active properties of ginger, which is a very potent anti-inflammatory. And you're going to let it cool down just enough that it doesn't burn your skin, but you want it as warm as possible. You don't want to burn yourself though. You're going to take the ginger, you're going to place it all along your sacrum, both sides, and then up to the bottom of your mid back. Um or wherever you're having the pain, joint pain. And then you're going to take a rag, you're going to soak up all the alcohol, you're going to place it over the ginger poultice, and you're going to, put another like thick towel on top of that and a heating pad on top of that. And it's going to really keep the moist heat. And what's going to happen is it's going to almost be like a dermal application, dermal dosing of an anti inflammatory, go straight to the area. And the alcohol is infused with the active components. It works as a vasodilator. So it's going to speed it right there. I used to get herniated disc pretty bad in my low back. I have degenerated discs. And when I do this, if I herniate my disc and I do this, maybe after about 30 minutes or so, I can walk again. I can stand up. And I still have to take it very easy and it's very tender. But if I don't do this, typically what happens is I'm on high doses of Flexeril, high doses of prescription strength, ibuprofen, not ibuprofen, NSAIDs. And then it takes me about a week to be able to sit up, kind of. And then it takes me another maybe week and a half, almost 2 weeks to be able to walk. So ginger is your friend. Ginger is your friend. You want to address the root causation though. This is where you're storing a lot of your frustration, your trauma, emotions. You're storing it in your hips. You don't have enough muscle mass. See, people think I'm trying to just get a poppin' booty. No, baby boo. No, I'm not trying to get a poppin' booty. I'm trying to build enough muscle mass to stabilize my pelvic girdle. You got to do that, Lexi. You got to do that. But first, you have to stretch. You have an imbalance between your quadriceps and your hamstrings. The glute hamstring tie-in, like where the bubble butt tucks in underneath. You have to work on that area. Your It's your whole posterior chain, boo. You got to strengthen your back. You got to start doing even light weights, but you have to have proper form or you hurt yourself. You got to work on your back, your posterior chain. It pretty much, this is going to sound crazy, but trust me, it starts with your big toes for both your feet. You have flat feet, you have tight big toes. Um, there's a lack of range of movement in your big toes, and that is affecting your like tibialis as well as your calf muscles, your Achilles. That's throwing everything off. And what's happening is your knees and your hips are becoming misaligned. Your feet are so crucial. It is so crucial. The health of your arch is very crucial as well as the flexibility in your toes. Having being able to bend it back is very crucial, and that will affect your entire um, chain all the way up. So I wouldn't be surprised if one shoulder is also skewed to make up for that pelvic tilt. And then one foot is kind of tight. The other foot is trying to make up for it. So it's pronating in more. Girl, you need some body work. You need sports medicine recovery. Uh, there's no easy way about this. This is going to be a challenging road, but the only other option, yeah, is your body's trying to overcompensate. It's bracing itself. It's trying to protect the areas that are tight. Um, this is going to create massive wear and tear in your joints. Your meniscus is wearing down. Your femur, the head of your femur, is not sitting right. It's kind of starting to grind against um, the capsule. So if you don't put in the effort to really correct all of this, it's just going to be a snowball effect and it's going to be real bad. In maybe 5-10 years, you're going to have a major loss in mobility in independence, all of that. You eventually get frozen shoulder. You can't lift it all the way. Um, and then, of course, you'll degenerate your discs, more than just one. As of right now, L5S1 is the most compromised disc, and then S4, S5. Those are very compressed. You need to do stretches that will create some, some traction. But you got to be very gentle because your muscles are so tight. If you pull too much, it'll tighten, and you're gonna pull things out of place severely. So you got to do it slow and steady. I would go with the ginger poultice. I would do the stretches, that figure four type stretch. I would even just, lay flat on my back with my knees bent up and just very slowly trying to increase the range of motion, working your knees side to side very gently. Yeah, keep a pillow in between your legs. Or what's better is a foam roller. Um, that's also a really good exercise where look on Instagram. You'll see all these fitness creators who have all of these videos on how to rehab these things. You don't need many equipment, like gym equipment type things. Foam roller, maybe a couple dumbbells if you don't have it. If you don't have a budget for dumbbells and you drink milk, save the container, fill it up with water, or if you have access to sand, fill it up with sand. And that's the weight you're going to use. Um, Yoga is good, but I think what's happening is because things are so misaligned and so tight, the yoga is not really helpful. It's actually making things a little worse. Yeah, I don't know why that happens. I was doing yoga heavily for a couple of years, and when I would get in a certain mindset, the yoga would make my body and mobility much worse, much, much worse. So, yoga doesn't really help everybody. It's a good practice if it helps you. But you have to do very specific things, specific movements, things like that. Okay. I hope that helps, Lexi. Oh, wait a minute. Let me take you there. Wait a minute. Uh, uh, uh. All right. Let's go ahead and find. Ooh. Okay. Kevin Jr. Mm, 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 mm. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Whoa, oh, riders roll. You're welcome. Hi, Jamie. Open up shop. Oh no. Oh, let me. All I feel is rain. Hi, Kevin. The violence. Okay, let me just let me completely change the playlist. This is a very aggressive playlist. All right, how are you doing, Kevin? Eh, eh, eh. Da-da-da. All right. You guys, we're going to be closing the link in a few minutes, simply because I can't be on too long. It's a lot of talking. Oh, I'm glad you're doing awesome. All right. So breathe very deep and slow. It's fall time. It's like autumn. The trees, they only have half their leaves. We're walking in a stream. It's going very gently. The water is up just above our ankles. I don't think this is on Earth. Something's off. Your weapon's hot. You don't have them in hand, but your weapon's hot. Something's tracking. You're using nanites. Nanites are trailing behind you. They have secret code running. What's tracking you? You're walking like everything is fine. You're trying to flush them out. Okay. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Um, the gentle stream is now a raging river. You took out half a hillside. I'm excited. Engagement imminent. Okay. Okay. Breathe. Ooh, okay. You're still being tracked. You're fine. There's quite a few tracking you. They believe they're tracking from a distance, a safe distance. They definitely don't know you. There is no safe distance. Are you sure I can't partake? Okay. You've asked me to watch from a distance. I'm not to be involved. There's quite a few. I'd say 5 clicks to your 7. Also to your 3 and your 4. There's some waiting for you at your 11. They don't realize you know. They think your big show was taking out half the hillside. This is so wrong. They're so wrong. You're waiting for all of them to converge on you. Your nanites have created a perimeter. At the river's bend is a choke point. They have no idea. Perimeter is closing in. They cannot escape once you initiate. Engagement imminent. Oh shit! Aerial support is above you, cloaked. Oh, what a gross miscalculation and lack of tactical ability. They're within eyesight. Their weapons are hot as well. Here a go. It's a Disney parade. To him. Physical form to him. It's not Earth. It's Mars. Mars before the aggressive actions of Atlantis. Turn on your reaver. Your MR wings just activated. How do you feel? Hello, Aunt Shell. Good. So, your MR wings went full active. That's good. That's good. I'm not sure why they were tracking you, but there was quite a few. There was quite a few. Hold on, let me see. Holy crap. Okay. Crap. So there were 3 directions, right? You're 7, you're 11, and I think you're 3 o'clock. Is that what I said? I don't know what I said. What did I say, honey? I don't know either. Okay. Each direction that I told you, however many, I think I gave you 3, maybe 4. Each direction had enough soldiers to qualify as a battalion. So I was like, how many is that? Like 20 people? No. Oh, so 7, 11, 3, and 4. Okay. That's 4 battalions. And I had to look. Okay. A battalion consists of 400 to 1,200 troops. Okay. So let's just do a little calculation. Okay, it's either 1,600 or 4,800 of their troops that you boxed in all by yourself with your nanites, and then it was the Disney parade with your cloaked aerial support, extra support. I'd say that's pretty badass. That's pretty badass. Right. I I was like, what is that, like 30 people? No. No, it's far more than 30. Yeah, that's badass, yo. I like that. I like that. I wanted to be part of it. I was like, yeah, let's fight. It's time to fight. And then you're like, could you back up? I was like, may I partake? May I please partake? I'd like some more. And then you told me to back up. So I did. You're like, you just watch from outside the perimeter. I didn't realize you were telling me to watch from outside the perimeter because you had it handled like that. I love it. Okay. And you feel good, no discomfort. Are you feeling any pulsating in in your third eye? I mean, that's the way to roll, Kevin. I'm saying that's the way to roll. If you're gonna be rolling, you gotta roll it with the homies. You're granted your homies were nanites, but and they can be homies too. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. Honey, could you please charge my kitty cat over there? Thank you. Okay, good. So later on, it might have a little bit of a delay. Later on, you might feel pulsating. That's normal. It's trying to make sure that there's nothing um, that is like cloaked or hidden that could have potentially been inserted into the third eye to track you. That's not allowed. That's definitely not allowed. And so your higher self is taking precautions. Okay. If you feel the pulsating, that's what it is. It's to be expected. Thank you, Kevin. Firefly. Ba-da-ba-bum, ba-da-ba-bum, bum-ba-dum. Da, 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 da.
Here.
Hi, Firefly. Did you want to do the reading first, or do you want to do the Claire Tarot first, or the past life? I love this song. I believe there's no one in your place. Okay. Okay, um I'm told to do the reading after, okay? You're part of me. Why are we here? This is not a safe space. Why are we here? That chamber is not a waiting room, it's a fireplace. You need to get out of the fireplace. He will cook you and eat you. That's a frequency lock. You have to find the right frequency and it will open. You have to hurry. You should not be in his house. You need to get out before he gets back. Cube the lock. Fill the cube with as high frequency as you can go. It'll snap the chain. And you have to run. Mihai? There's a hallway, the darkest hallway. Go down that hallway. That leads you to a back door. The back door leads to a dungeon space. You'll be deposited into the lake of fire that burns with no flames. From there, you need to find a way to make it to the shore. If you make it to the shore, you wait for one of the boats that will drop more people in. Do not get inside the boat. Hold on to the bottom of the boat. It will take you into the sky. Once you're in the clouds and you no longer see the castle, wait. Do not let go. You have to get beyond the clouds. Let go of the boat when you're beyond the clouds. It will drop you into the tube. It's a tube made of light, black light. Take that tube to the ancient forest and sit at the base of the tree, the biggest tree you can find. Hurry. He's home. Keep going. Keep going. He's focused on me. Don't let go until you're past the clouds. Take the tube to the ancient forest. Find the largest tree, and I'll meet you there. Move. Toodles. Stay. How do you feel? Do, 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 do. Good. Um, have you been having bad dreams lately? Like really intense? For some reason, you were inside the castle of Ozazi. You were inside his fireplace. So you've been needing to burn things. I'm not sure why you were inside his home. You never go inside his home. Ever. Most that will go inside his home, uh, pretty much all that go inside his home never come back out. So that's definitely not good. There's a lot of attention on you, a lot of focus. Uh, they're all super pissed that I told you how to get out. I don't care. Like I care. Yeah, nobody's cooking you. Excuse them. um, I don't know why you were in there. I don't know why. It feels like it's connected to this life. I don't know that it's like a full on past life. It seems like there's something that occurred maybe in a past life that's still following you into this life. Um oh, yes. Did was part of the anesthesia ketamine? Mm. Do you know if they added that special K into your cocktail? It could be because of the anesthesia. There are certain types of anesthesia where, in order to decrease the amount of likelihood of a post traumatic stress PTSD type thing, they try and separate your consciousness from your body. Things like ketamine will do that, and that's a very common type of additive or ingredient to anesthesia, just so that you're, fully removed from the experience. But when that happens, um, sometimes parasitic things can kind of have their way a little bit. Um, you didn't look like you were harmed. Um, but you still have the shackle. Mm, mm. You'll be able to remove that shackle. It's going to take you a little bit of time, maybe a few days. You'll be able to remove that as long as you keep the mindset of staying with the largest tree. No acts of aggression. Excuse me. The right ankle. That's the one that broke. How did your ankle break, by the way? If you don't mind me asking, you totally don't have to answer. I'm just being nosy as fuck right now. I'm being hella nosy. You don't have to answer that, but on the off chance that you'd like to share that, uh, I wondered if something weird happened. I mean, we can't blame everything on demonic things, but um, yeah, I definitely think something's been focusing on you. Looking for a prime opportunity. You probably got that during whatever happened with your ankle. And because, you stepped in a hole at a church camp. May I ask what type of church? You were in the house of a fallen Elohim, an insecure Elohim that needed esoteric texts written about him, complete with commandments. Yep. That's the one. That's the one. Okay. So you didn't just step in a hole at a camp. You were set up, baby boo. But that didn't work. You'll heal. You'll be perfectly fine. Um, do you hold on, let me check. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I am going to email you this plant is a very special plant. I'm gonna respond to your other email. All right, I just sent it to you. And yeah. Okay, so you want to keep some of that inside the house if possible, if you can find it. Preferably near your bed. Okay? And that will kind of keep away um all of that stuff. Especially while you're asleep and susceptible. So, let's go ahead and let us pull some cards for you. Hey, papi. Me gusta tu cuerpo. Mucho. Oh, Lord. Okay. Sorry. Just talking to my husband. Okay. One more, I'm told. One more is shuffle. Mm-hmm. We don't need no water. Let that motherfucker burn. Burn, motherfucker. Yeah, no, he's burning right now. He's so pissed off. I don't care. I don't care. He so doesn't like me. Mutual. It's reciprocal, baby. It's reciprocal. Page of staves in reverse: indecision, reluctance, instability, a gossip, bearer of bad tidings, a person who may break your heart or your like displeasure. I think this is kind of describing what did this to you. Excuse me. And what did this to you is an upside down magician. The identity that I shared with you, that is the Elohim. Okay. So weakness of will, ineptitude, insecurity, delay, the use of one's skills for destructive ends. This is a creator, progenitor of the mimic. Mhm. This is also the one that created the instability that then led to the need to cleanse the land via flood. This is just bad news. He's the bad news bears, is what he is. That's who is hyper fixated on you for some reason. Now, I know you have advanced capacity to um, expand your field. Uh, Shielding is you're gonna have to do constant encryption, like a rolling encryption along with let me see. Mm, the hydroalloy cloak would probably be the best. Let me see. Okay. Let's go into the parasitic defense. The visual aid. Okay. The cloth of the Oraf will help. You should still have that active. This is Unit 1, Chapter 2.1, Parasitic Defense. If you go to the video for that, it should be able to pull up when I did that activation. Nano buffer is a good idea. It's not going to be something that will completely block him out, but that's a good idea as well. You're going to have to do the cord rolling encryption. Neurofascia clone proxy is also a good way to assess your field. You never want to scan yourself directly. You want to do the neurofascia clone proxy. Dark matter orb is also something that you could do. I suspect he's going to try and infiltrate your field using some form of modified 2M, 3M strain. So dark matter orb would be a good thing to just be very proficient with. TDH frequency cleanser is also really good. Do that every day. Hydroalloy shield cloak is good. Graphox endothermic bond fission is something you want to also be very, very proficient in. That bond fission is going to prevent any of the different techniques he's going to try. He's a master at field breach. He's the one that, yeah, is really good. You give him enough time. He is like that. He is like a little savant that will play with a Rubik's cube. He'll figure it out eventually, but if you keep rolling it, he has to start from square one every time it rolls. Maybe also if you do the auric auto assessor and follow that up with a hydroplasma exoendo oscillator, that would be a good thing because the exoendo oscillator is designed to address any of the findings that need to be cleared. It uses exothermic. What else? Hold on. Let me pull up another PDF. I think there's one more. Hold on. Here. Okay, so you got those. Remember, when you assess yourself, you use the neurofascia clone proxy, okay? You always want to use a proxy when you're dealing with that guy. Where is it? Not even it. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I opened the wrong one. Okay. Holy moly. What am I doing? I keep opening the same hot diggity damn. Hold on. Let's see. No, let me get out of that. Okay. Here. All right. Gosh diggity dang. Said a bang bang boogie, say up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat. Okay. I found it. Oh good God. All right. You're gonna want to assess your meridians. And then you want to do the distortion flush. He's very good at creating distortions that become blockages. You want to do the distortion flush. You also want to do cellular clearing and a trauma shield overlay. That would be in Unit 1, Chapter 3.4, Assess and Apply Techniques. You want to do that trauma shield overlay because he's going to try and use previous traumas to destabilize you. You've probably been so sleepy, first and foremost, because you're dealing with tremendous um, amounts of healing. Also, he's probably trying to raise the frequency so high that it pulls you astral enough that you're destabilized within your field. He's an upside down magician. And I say, let him burn. Just let him burn. um, and then your final card. Um, Page of Cups. A studious and intent person, reflective, meditative, loyal, willingness to offer services and efforts. This is you. You are very studious. You can negate this because what's going to happen is he's going to get so frustrated that I've given you all of this information that he's going to get desperate. And in times of desperation, we often choose the least successful approach. We have to make sure that we're centered in our space and that we're very aware of why we're choosing the options, the techniques, whatever it is, before we commit to that. He is going to be so pissed off. He's going to be so pissed off that he's not going to think about it. And he's going to make mistakes. And it's going to be easier and easier for you to catalog his frequency. So that way you're completely aware of every single time he even approaches. You are that level of studious. You got this. You got this. So, um, I would say hmm, are you on any medications right now? You have to check that there's no contraindications. I would look into black seed oil. Black seed oil. I think it's like Nigella sativa. Hold on. Black seed oil. It is the official name. Uh, okay. My goodness. Yes, Nigella sativa. Here, I'll put it in the comments. Nigella sativa, black, and you can get this in capsule. Uh, you want to look for the brand that uses the full plant profile and is the most bioavailable, and it will help you. Um, it'll help you with your healing process. It'll also help you with a lot of the stuff that this mofo was trying. So Nigella sativa, black seed. Let me see. Okay. Folklore. Habatul Baraka. Okay. Um. Oh, no, 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 no. We don't want that website. Oh, it's giving me all the it's not giving me what I'm looking for. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's giving me nothing but health benefits. Uh let's put okay. Remove spiritual impurities. Okay. Let's see. Remove spiritual impurities. And it's used to curse and confuse trickster spirits. He's a trickster spirit. All right. Yeah. Black seed oil. Um, it's good for you. It's good for you. All right. Thank you, Firefly. Bailey, are you here? Ba-rum-ba-bum-bum. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Bailey.
Here.
All right. Hello. Is there something specific? Did you want a general reading? Ba bum 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 bum. Ba da ba bum bum. Fall on your knees and hear the angel voices. Oh, Christ. Okay. Is born. Oh, the night when. Oops. No, don't do that. Don't do that. It did it anyways. Oh, night divine. Oh, the night divine. Why am I singing Christmas songs?
You always
Okay. All right. Oh, this is intense. You're going through something very intense right now. And it's I let me slow myself down for a second. I need to slow down my thoughts. It's going too fast. Rum-pa-pum-pum. Okay, Bailey, you're going through something very intense right now. It's a major life change. There's a lot of things being shifted. There is a lot that you are trying to undo. Some things cannot be undone. Some things we just have to accept how it happened and kind of just move forward from that, right? Yeah, I'm pulling in some of your energy into my awareness. It's causing my thoughts to race quite a bit. Um, you're going to need to try and find a way to begin developing self-regulatory skills, right? There's a lot of things that you've been through, a lot of traumas, a lot of coping mechanisms that have really enhanced um, the negative effects of the struggles you have with self regulation. A lot of people struggle with self regulation. It has to do with the unprocessed, unrecognized traumas from childhood. Now, I say traumas from childhood, it doesn't necessarily mean your childhood was horrible. It means the environment you were in and the treatment you received was not in alignment with your level of sensitivity. Okay. I don't want you to feel bad about yourself. You're very hard on yourself to begin with. So I don't want to add to that. But this is stuff you need to know so that you can begin to hold yourself accountable and make the appropriate changes by way of choosing the healthiest options that are being presented to you. Right? It's kind of like an exercise in self awareness. So, change will not happen until you bring harmony into your life by making peace with the way certain events happened. Right? There's a lot of regret that I pick up. There's a lot of, really just feeling guilty, feeling ashamed. Um, okay, let me be very just blunt. And I think that's what you need right now. You were no angel, nor were you demonic, nor were you wicked. You made some poor decisions. Yeah. Because you were trying to desperately cover up a pain. I'm not trying to make excuses for you. I'm trying to help you understand why some of the things went the way they did. It was a way for you to try and save yourself from a situation that you put yourself in. Now, nobody wants to suffer. That's that. What happened happened. You can't keep punishing yourself for whatever happened. Yes, some people that you wish you hadn't disappointed got disappointed. You can't live there though. You can't live in that same space of disappointment. You have to find the courage to lead yourself and all the others who were affected by your decisions out of that space and into the present. That's a space that exists in the past. You can never change that. So if your goal is to try and find a way to approach the people who were negatively affected by some of your decisions, um, approach them and convince them to no longer feel the way they feel about whatever happened in the past, you don't have that authority. You don't have that right. You don't have that entitlement. And I don't feel like you feel you do. You're wishing to change it, to fix. And I don't think those things need to be fixed. I think they need to be accepted. And you need to be able to learn and grow from it so that you can help the people who were affected to also learn and grow from it. It can be some of the most beneficial lessons that are contained in that very difficult period that you've lived. But if you keep running from it, trying to create a different present in order to try and manifest a different future, um, that's a fool's errand. And you're no fool. Okay. You're out of the hazy space already. So you're making progress. As you've got out of that hazy space, um, there are some very well intentioned people, well intentioned programs that in some ways very covertly perpetuates the same cycles, except now you're sober and you can't medicate and you still have to blame yourself. Part of, and this is just, yeah, I'm not a psychologist, psychiatrist. I'm not in the mental health field. I'm not licensed to treat, diagnose, prescribe, or any of that. I'm just a opinionated as fuck stay at home mom. I'm just opinionated. My opinion is this, as a personal opinion. For you to continue to feel shame and guilt is for you to continue to exist in the same space that created the need for the addiction to medicate and relieve some of that pain. You need to exit out of that space of pain and guilt. Okay? Whatever happened has already happened. And it's not, you can never change that. It's that, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. What did you learn from it though? What did you learn from it? How did it grow you? What did it teach you about other people, especially how to hold with grace, compassion, dignity, and respect the people who mean the most to you? What did you learn from that? Did you learn amazing things? Did you learn difficult things? Learning is learning, whether you perceive it as amazing or difficult, you're still learning. So if you allow yourself to see what you're learning, what you have learned, and you integrate it, you empower yourself to move out of that same space that caused the need to self medicate in the first place. Okay. So that's how you bring harmony. You bring the past and the future into the present, knowing that all you really have is the now. The past is what led to now. The future is what you're seeking in the now. All you have is the now. You cannot change the past. You cannot guarantee the future. All you have is in the now, right here. That's why it's a gift. That's why it's called the present, right? You'll find a way to bring these parts back together. And that's what will initiate the changes that are necessary to shift you into a completely different frame of mind, a different perception, so that you don't revert back and you won't necessarily have to have that fear of, relapse and things like that. You still have to work at this. You still have to really commit yourself to the decisions you're making about leaving that entire lifestyle behind. But you don't have to leave the memories behind. You don't have to enter and exist in a space where you're so ashamed of the way you learn in such a gritty manner such powerful lessons, right? Your soul will not compromise on this. This is how it's going to be. And you're going to have to either surrender to what your soul is trying to tell you, what your soul is trying to teach you, or, yep, at the bottom of the deck, you will rebel and you will continue to be shackled to the same emotions that gave rise to the need to self medicate, to numb the pain, to numb the disappointment. Um, I think you've outgrown that. What does that mean? It means whatever you want it to mean. If you want to use that as a justification to continue the cycles of shaming yourself and guilting yourself, see, oh my gosh, I mean, I've outgrown it, but I still behave this way. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with you. You're in the process of finding healthier coping mechanisms. And that's all it is. There's nothing wrong with you. You went through some stuff. You're done going through that stuff. And you're looking for different ways to experience life, healthier ways. It's powerful. It's beautiful. Commit to that. See it as that. Stop identifying as a monster. Stop identifying as a disappointment. Stop identifying as a very thing that you never were and had to medicate yourself in order to be able to tolerate the way you accepted the lie. Life is not as big a deal as we make it out to be. We go through things. They're things. We get through things. We're through it. And then there's more things. And there's more learning. There's more opportunity. It's never as serious as we feel it is. So that's what your soul wants you to know. I hope what I said makes sense and helps to empower you rather than further shove you into a spiral of shame. You're getting through things. You're realizing you are working things out. You are doing everything that you possibly can in this moment. There's more stuff you can do later on when you're more ready to do it. But for right now, you're already doing everything you can. Okay? Yes, you're definitely trying. You're making progress. You're trying. It might not be to the degree that you prefer. We can't always have what we prefer, but we will always be provided what we actually need, whether we realize it or not. Okay? Flow with your process. You're making progress. You are. Okay? You're making progress. Thank you, Bailey. River Soul. Hush your fuss, baby, stand and deliver. Okay, I better stop. My voice is going away. Hey, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. I'm joking. Mm-hmm. Ooh,
Here.
who's here? You here? Oh, River, I gotta share something with you. Well, I'm so excited. I gotta share this with you. Okay. I did this today. No, I don't want. What? I only wanted one thing. There. All right. It's a video. I'm going to share it with you. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Let me share this with you. Ooh, you're going to love this.
Ladies and gentlemen, use this filter to see your monster guardian. Just point it at a blank space and let it appear before you. Look at this guy here. I think I would name him Behemoth of the Crying Sands.
I call him Boba for short. Oh my God. Did you see that handsome ass Boba? So there's Boba. I was amused. I was totally amused. I was like, Behemoth? What? Hey, Boba, baby. His name is Boba. Okay. I've been having fun all day. Okay. What did you want again? A scan. All right. Do you want a general scan? Well, I want to make sure. Honey, shit. The stores are closed already. I'm out of my tea bags. I'm not going to have a voice tomorrow. Fuck. It's going to be okay. Let's go ahead and scan you. Here's the plan. I'm going to kick my own ass at the gym. I'm going to stop at the store, get some tea bags. We're going to be all good for class. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. Okay. Breathe deep and slow. Ooh, what is this song? Thinking. Oh, shoot. Mm-mm. You have shards in your low back, base of skull, sternum, across your pelvic floor. The shards are deactivated. You were, emphasis on were, breached. Then it's deactivated. Okay. One of your toroidal cords were snapped. Your left. Your heel sensor. I don't know if I've ever covered that in class. There's a sensor in your heel, the heel of your foot. And it's from that your auric field, your morphogenetic template connects to the planetary template, the planetary shield. Um, one of your sensors were deactivated. That cuts the current. You're no longer cycling through Gaia. That's how they breached you. You weren't cycling through. There's no discharge, there's no ground. And so there was a surge and it blew out one of the toroidal cords, the receiver cord. Um, your reaver, um, as soon as they entered, your reaver deactivated them. I don't know why that's funny. It's funny. Your reaver deactivated. So it's just sitting there. The shards all entered at one time. They're deactivated. They look like I'm sorry. They look like crystal chips. Just inert chips. Um I'm sorry. That wasn't you. Um mm, it's not you. It has nothing to do with you. Um I'm looking at everything else. I don't see anything wrong. You had been breached. You deactivated it yourself. There, it's all neutralized. You got to fix the toroidal cord though. Left arm. Um, your lymphatic system is a little bit sluggish. I need to flush that out. Um, ooh, you've been isolating. your um, your higher self is pointing that out. Um, you can't revert to old cycles. You can't revert to old cycles of coping. You have to push through that. You have to. You have to force yourself, okay? Um, you need to start going to the gym 5 to 6 days a week. You don't have to lift every day. You can do cardio if you want. It doesn't have to be hardcore cardio. You could sit on a recumbent bike, whatever it is. You need to get out of the house no less than 5 to 6 days a week. Okay? Because if not, what's going to end up happening? You're going to get breached and you're the entry point for the entire gaggle of dragons. You got a whole troop. They'll get breached through you. Yeah. So you can't do that anymore. You don't have that luxury, unfortunately. Um, that is a luxury that you no longer can afford. Okay. Um, I don't say anything else. I'm trying. I don't say anything else. I mean, at this point, to continue to try and scan you to find things is I would probably just be making stuff up at this point. That's all there is. Um, you can use those crystals, those shards. Um, I don't know. You can use it to patch things. You can use it kind of like stem cells. Keep it in a repository. That repository needs to remain in the buffer zone between your outermost shield and whatever additional buffer zones you have. It cannot be in your field. It needs to remain outside of your field. In the event that for some reason one of those shards reverts back to its original program, which if it does, it'll reactivate all the other shards. It will infect you again. So that needs to be pushed out completely, but not left susceptible to access by any old thing that walks past you. It has to be within the buffer zone beyond your outermost shield, but within any expanded shield spaces. Okay. Um, you should probably do. Let me get the name. Okay. Graphox endothermic bond fission for you, as well as the hydroplasma exoendo oscillator, as well as the hydroalloy shield cloak. Those three things. It's from the parasitic defense module. Those three would be very good for you during this period, but you need to get out of your house no less than 5 to 6 days a week. If you got to take an underwater basket weaving course, that's what you're going to do. If you got to volunteer at the library, and then that's what you're going to do. But you need to get out of the house 5 to 6 days a week. And it doesn't have to be the whole day, it could be 2, 3 hours. Right? It doesn't have to be something excessive. And you don't necessarily have to be super social and, be like a little social butterfly. No, you just need to get out of the house, do something that makes you feel productive, do something preferably um, physical, preferably labor intensive to some degree, so that you can burn through a lot of whatever frequencies that get lodged into the fascia. You're having a lot of, I didn't mention that. You have fascia excitation going on. It's probably due to the attempt to breach your field. They were going for the fascia because fascia wraps around everything, and it has a little bit of a misfire. If you work out enough, that misfire is going to be used up and it's going to be purged out, because that misfire is bioelectric. And when your muscles contract, that's also a bioelectric impulse. When the bioelectricity runs through the muscle fiber, it shortens it, which causes contraction. And when there's no more bioelectricity running through that, it lengthens, which causes a relaxation of that muscle. So you just got to use it up. That's all you got to do. Okay. It's definitely easier than it sounds. You're going to have to push yourself to not go through the same coping mechanisms. Um, but it's something that's still within your realm of capability, your realm of reality. It's just within what you can do. Um, Now, if Soul were to be like, well, you need to start being a social butterfly and hugging people on the corner of the street, I'd be like, oh, you tripping. You tripping. I wouldn't do that. So it's reasonable. It pushes the boundaries of what you're comfortable with, the boundaries of what you think you can do, the boundaries of your preferred coping mechanisms, but it's still within the realm of reality for you. So thank you. I hope that makes sense. And I hope I didn't hurt your feelings. But yeah, you just need to get out. And the dragons like to be out. They actually love when you drive your car and they get to follow behind in the upper stratosphere. Did you know that? I don't know if you knew that. Now you know. Whenever you leave the house, they do all these swirly things in the upper stratosphere. If there's clouds, they're so far beyond the clouds. And they just love it. It's like taking a new puppy for a walk. They just love it. They love it. They love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So yeah, make them happy. Do that. All right, guys. that does it for tonight. Thank you, everyone, for sharing this space with me. My throat is done. We're done with the list. I love y'all. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Join me when I'm live. I gotta go. Bye, everyone.